Hello and welcome to the channel again. I'm very excited to be back with another review, and in this video we will get to experience a very interesting model of fountain pen from Visconti. There are many themes integrated into designing fountain pens, and we all know that Italy doesn't like any of those. Well, the theme used to design a pen that we're going to experience today is a very important landmark of Florence, Italy, and the architect behind it. Filippo Brunelleschi, born in 1377 and considered to be the founding father of the architecture Renaissance, Brunelleschi was an architect, designer, but is best known as being the first modern engineering planner and construction supervisor. His greatest achievement by far is the design of the Florence Cathedral dome, also known as the Dome of Santa Maria del Fiore, which was an outstanding feat of engineering that hasn't been accomplished since antiquity. The dome itself has an octagonal shape, and there aren't any outside supporting pillars for the dome. Brunelleschi spent most of his life supervising the construction of this dome, and the success of the construction is attributed only to his mathematical geniuses. He used more than 4 million bricks in order to construct the dome, and he didn't leave behind any plans. We could really appreciate how he envisioned everything if there are plans left behind, but there are none. I think it's enough history facts. Let's open the box and get to know the pen. First, we are presented with a very exquisite box. This is dressed in a leather-like material. On the lid we have the Visconti logo. If we open the box, inside we will find everything configured as a set. I'm going to move this aside so you could see it better. This is the booklet that comes with the pen, and this contains information regarding the theme of the pen, and also at the end of the booklet you will find the ID card of the pen. We have here the pen. This is an ink bottle. Here we have a traveling inkwell made from the same material as the pen. We have an eyedropper to fill that traveling inkwell, and we have a brick which is similar to the ones used in the construction of the Florence dome, embossed with Brunelleschi. I'm going to bring it closer so you could analyze it better. Now let's put everything aside and analyze the pen. We all know that Visconti often comes up with materials that you never imagined them used in order to make a pen. In this case we have resin mixed with brick dust, and the end result is a homogeneous material with a matte finish and sporting the true color of a brick. The shape of the pen is inspired by the octagonal shape of the dome which Brunelleschi designed, and this pen features 8 facets that are in perfect alignment. On the cap we have the finial, which features the Visconti My Pen system. So using a magnet you can replace this finial with anything that Visconti offers for customizing your pen. For example, name initials, semi-precious stones, or your zodiac sign. Moving forward we have the clip, which is the trademark Ponte Vecchio clip from Visconti, very functional and elegant. On this clip we have laser engraved Visconti, and the entire trims of this pen are rose gold plated. We remove this cap using the hook safe lock mechanism. This is very convenient and easy, but once the pen is capped, it pretty much stays capped very securely. So we use only a quarter of a turn and we reveal the nib, which is the Visconti famous 23 karat palladium Dream Touch nib, available in extra fine, fine, medium, broad, and a 1.3 mm stub. This nib has a very beautiful motif embossed on it, which is trademark of Visconti, and underneath this nib we have the ABS feed. We move forward and arrive at the section. Well, The section is very comfortable and it flared on both ends. And something very particular about this section, the material used on the entire pen has a very sweet reddish brown color. So for example, if you submerge this section in a dark ink, be sure to wipe this section clean very quickly, this way minimizing the risk of staining your section. Preferably use inks that are similar in color to this pen. Moving forward, we have the grooves of the capping mechanism, which for me are a bit sharp. And then we have the band that runs around the barrel, and we have chiseled in it the features of the dome, which are very, very beautiful integrated. The barrel of the pen features 8 facets and runs slightly tapered towards the piston knob. We arrive at the piston knob, where we find on one of the facets, let's see on which one, I believe this one, we will find the serial number of the pen. This pen is a limited edition pen of 388 pieces. The filling system used on the Brunelleschi is the Visconti trademark power filler filling mechanism. This pen measures 135 millimeters uncapped like this. If we cap the pen, it measures 145 millimeters, and the overall weight of the pen, fully inked and capped like this, is 45 grams, which makes it ideal to be carried on a daily basis. Let's take this pen for a spin and we will discuss more after that. Let's proceed with the writing sample. We have the pen, Visconti, Brunelleschi. Then we have the nib, which is the 23 karat palladium Dream Touch, and this is a fine nib. Then we have the ink, Visconti Sepia Brown. Then we have the paper, which is Tomoe River 68 GSM. Now let's try a wetness test. First we'll go with one pass, quite wet. Now let's try a double pass. Keep in mind that this is a fine nib and I find it being quite wet but balanced all the way. Now let's try a flex test. There is a little bit of give, but I don't advise you to push this nib. We have a bit of line variation, nothing crazy. Now let's try a reverse. Is a bit scratchy, but it will do the work. It will take the nib from a fine to an extra fine. Now let's try some quick writing. The nib performs very well. It's very smooth. It is polished on all sides and it performs gorgeous, I could say. Visconti is always known for innovations, and by now I think it's in their DNA. Well, I also think that the Brunelleschi pen is the embodiment of that concept. We have all these aspects about Brunelleschi beautifully integrated in the pen. Some are in plain sight, like the terracotta material used for the pen, and also the shape of the pen, which is reflected from the shape of the dome, 8 facets, but some key features of the pen demand you to make some research, and here we have some spoiler alerts. For example, the proportions of the cap relative to the barrel of the pen is 0.618, which is also known as the golden ratio of Leonardo da Vinci. The 45 grams weight of the pen makes it easy to carry and for good measures, because with a nib that writes flawless like that, it is a sin to leave this pen behind and not take it with you everywhere. I think this is it. Thank you for spending this time with me reviewing the Visconti Brunelleschi. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. For any questions, use the comment section below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the PenVenture YouTube channel, and if you're interested in a writing instrument, check the PenVenture website and also follow the Instagram account and our Facebook page. Links for everything you will find down below. My name is Sammy, and I look forward to seeing you next video.